Lionel Messi's got it going. I mean, he has got it going.
It's like that with Messi, man.
They just keep on winning. He's been 7 games. They've won
10
all
goals.
7 games, 10 goals. Got one last night early in the 23rd minute, got a penalty kick in there. Now, onto the U.S. Open Cup. That is going to be Wednesday at 7 o'clock against FC Cincinnati.
So they can win. If they win the next 2 games, they're going to have 2 titles in 9 games?
Yes.
It's crazy.
They do have a game scheduled against the New York Red Bulls this coming Saturday at 7:30. That is an MLS game, supposedly. It might get postponed like that Charlotte game did because of the cups and everything like that. But right now they're on the schedule for it in New York.
So talking about, they had to cancel a MLS game because they were playing in the title game in the league's
Well,
cup,
get
right?
this. They had to postpone a game against Charlotte because they were
had to play
facing
Charlotte.
Charlotte in the quarterfinal, or it was the
Semifinals?
semifinals of the
No, I'm sorry. Was
League
it the
Cup.
semi? 'Cause I thought
No,
they
no,
played
it was
Philadelphia.
the quarterfinals.
It was the quarters.
because then they took Philadelphia down, then they took Nashville down.
Right.
Nashville, man, they beat like Club America from Mexico City. They beat some good teams through this tournament, but they were no match. Well, they were a pretty good match for Inter Miami, but still lost in penalty kicks. But man, Messi, yeah, I think you brought it up best when I say, is he playing like he's 26, not 36? You said no, he's playing like he's Messi.
He's just playing like he's Messi.
There's no age assigned to
There's
Messi.
no age for that. Come on, he's a wonderkind.
He's just Messi. He's just Messi.
It's watching a child genius, man. It's like watching a child prodigy. I'm not old. I wasn't that old. You only heard stories about like these unbelievable composers when they were young. They're doing all this stuff. It's like literally watching him for the last 20 years. This guy's been doing this since he was in Barcelona's academy.
So he was 14 years old.
You've seen this, this majesty, like this, this guy just doing his just unbelievable things on that pitch, whether it's scoring, whether it's passing, the way he maneuvers the ball, the way he dribbles around defenders. It's a joy to watch. And what's crazy, we've watched from afar, we looked from afar, and I always tell my friend, my boy Anthony, who big winner yesterday at the poker tournament. Shout out to Ant, took me out for his 4 full of 8s over 2 pairs. It's crazy that the man is literally 20 minutes away from your house.
Yeah,
like
he's right there.
Lionel Messi, if you live in Broward, he's literally 20 to 25 minutes away from your house. Like, that's crazy. He's on Commercial Boulevard East.
Quite the test coming up.
Crazy.
Inter Miami, the worst quote-unquote team in MLS. Only 18 points this season. Facing the best team in MLS, Cincinnati, 51 points, far ahead of everybody else. Yet, I have all the confidence in the world that Lionel Messi, Sergio Busquets, Jordi Alba, Joseph Martinez, Leo Campana, Drake Callender, Kromanski, Robert Taylor, they'll take care of Cincinnati. No worries. This coming Wednesday. Biggest game of the year. Doesn't matter. We're golden. There's 11 games left on the schedule, lad. And they got a long way to go to even get into playoff contention. The top 9 teams go in, and we are currently 12 points. 12 points behind DC United, who has the last playoff spot. 12 points. That's 4 wins. You have to win 4 to even get in. And then, whew. But with Messi, all is possible, right? I mean, I know I'm drinking the Kool-Aid, but until he proves to me that he isn't the wonder kind that you talk about, I'm riding with it. I'm riding with Inter Miami, making the playoffs and making some noise in the playoffs.
Do you really think they're going to lose?
No.
Okay. Like, put it this way. With Messi there, are you in any game you feel like you're going to lose?
They actually have 12 games left. I forgot about that postponed game against Charlotte. No, I think they'll go up against Cincinnati, who's the class of MLS right now, as far as record is concerned. And we go in there and we take care of business. No joke.
Dude, they're 17 points.
I know. It's crazy.
They're 17 points away from Atlanta United FC.
That's as how good.
How many teams get in the play? 7, right? Or 9?
9.
It's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. They're only 12 points away from DC United.
Only 12. I mean, I say that like it's that easy with.
I mean, it's just
games.
4 wins.
Yeah, but I mean,
you have to hope that
other teams lose.
You have to hope that
I mean,
DC loses 4 games.
You got the New York Red Bulls Saturday. get that one. We've already beaten Nashville. We play them again. LAFC, who won MLS Cup last year. We play them at LAFC. Whatever. It'll be nice.
It's when you guys. It's when Inter goes west.
That'll be cute. I mean, whatever. Sporting KC's not that good. Atlanta United, we've already beaten them. Toronto's terrible. Orlando City, we've already beaten them. NYCFC, that'll be nice. Little test. You get them at home. Chicago's not very good. Cincinnati again, we'll beat them. In Charlotte, we've already beaten them. Yeah. I'm just going to keep drinking this Kool-Aid until I'm proven wrong. I just feel as though I'm very confident that Messi can just turn it on and off like a light switch. And it sounds crazy. It sounds silly, but it also kind of sounds true. Am I totally nutty for believing in Messi?
No, you're nutty, but I don't think you're,
for that.
for that. No.
Not nutty for that. I mean, the miracle last night was that Nashville made it a game. I thought Inter Miami was going to win.
Nashville made it more than a game. They were kind of, they were
Drake
in that
Callender.
They were in that area. They were in that zone a lot. They
Drake
were in that
Callender.
offensive side of the field a lot. So Callender was great, as he's been the last 2 seasons for Inter Miami.
Just think about it. The game before Messi came, it was a Saturday game against St. Louis City, expansion. And you and I talked about going out with the supporters group, Vice City 1896.
And we're still going to go support the team now.
Absolutely. But we talked about going, they had a viewing, a road rally, whatever you want to call it, at one of these soccer places right here on 79th Street. And you and I thought about it, and we ended up not going, and St. Louis won 4-0. And I was like, thank God we didn't go. How far we have come from there, Vlad.
Oh, we've come a long way. All you had to do is bring number 10.
That's all you had to do. I mean, let's not forget about Sergio Busquets. Let's not forget about
Jordi Alba,
Tata Martino.
Okay, all you had to do is bring number 10 and his friends.
How good would this team be if Tata Martino was not the coach and they kept Phil Neville? Would they be as good? Would they be worse? Or would they be better?
Well,
I don't know
said,
about better.
You remember when I said there's a glee when you watch Lionel Messi play?
Mm-hmm.
It might not have been that glee might have been gone if anybody other than the coach that he wanted was coaching him. So yes, Tata.
I will admit,
I think everybody just wants to say Tata.
Tata.
I think everybody just wants to say Tata.
Papa.
Yeah, but Tata, come on, he brought in all his guys, and that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. There's something. Look, that formula's worked many times. Brady in Tampa, okay. LeBron in many places, in many of the cities that he goes. When great players, the faces of the franchise, they want something, you do everything possible to make that happen. And in order for MLS, in order for Inter Miami to be the team that they want to be and put the spotlight on soccer here in America, you were going to listen to everything Lionel Messi was going to do, or ask. Right, going to do it.
And I'll admit, while I was skeptical at first, I didn't grasp the whole situation. I didn't know that he was going to be bringing all these people in. I thought he was just going to show up and we'll play what we got. Now, I didn't know he was bringing in Sergio Busquets. I didn't know he was bringing in Jordi Alba. I didn't know he was bringing Tata Martino. I didn't know possibly Luis Suarez.
Dan, now
it makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense now, but it happened so quickly because you've been hearing so long. We've heard for such a long time. When I moved back in 19, so I think since 19 I've been hearing that Messi was coming to Inter Miami.
Ever since Inter Miami was dreamed up, there was talk of Messi coming here.
So 1920. So okay, let's just say for 3 years we've been hearing the rumor that Lionel Messi will somehow, in his career, before his career ends, he will be playing in Inter Miami. We've heard it. Then we heard it at the beginning of the season when the team was starting bad. We're like, nah, it's not going to happen. And then boom, one day, everything fell. It started falling into place, and it did. And then now, not only did you get Messi, all right, now when was Messi going to play? Oh, you find out he's going to start playing in the Leagues Cup. Nobody gave 2 rats ass about the Leafs Cup before Messi and Inter Miami played.
Nope.
Then all of a sudden, Leafs Cup was probably the most. I would say Leafs Cup was probably more watched in the United States more than Women's World Cup after the U.S. Women's National
absolutely.
Team.
No, absolutely. No, I had to go to bars when Messi had his first game against Cruz Azul, the same night as the Women's World Cup. Every bar in my neighborhood had Inter Miami on.
Right.
I had to actually ask on the rocks where I go in my neighborhood bar and say, like, hey, can you change the channel now that the Inter Miami game is over to the Women's World Cup?
I was working last weekend, and I was working at the Improv, and I had the game on, and somebody was like, oh my God, you got the game on. And I was like, yeah. It's like, no, you have the Inter game on. I was like, yeah, I do. And they were like, oh, let's what? Oh, okay, what's the score? It's like, wow, usually nobody would ask what the score of the soccer game would be, but they did because of Messi. And that's when you have greatness, bro, you gotta enjoy it, you gotta experience it, and you gotta let it shine.
I'm just so glad he's here now.